Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wiping off my buttery face.
Yeah, but it's making
Eating
your
my crab
your
legs.
goatee look very nice.
Is it shiny? Is it shiny?
I almost sound like a Nixon.
You disgust me.
Jim's getting all nauseous again.
Ugh, your insides sicken me.
Close.
You all right over there, Jim?
Yeah.
You sure?
Okay.
Seriously? Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Just let it out, Jim. Let it out.
Oh, Jesus.
Did I know that sound?
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the show, guys. We had our first music break tonight, which is our first 5 of our top 20 hair metal classics. We had from number 20 down to number 16. And I got it listed up there on Facebook in case you just tuned in and missed them. Oh, well. Well, I can name them because I'm not playing them after I say them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just can't say the name of freaking rules, man. I tell you, rules.
Too many rules.
So many damn rules. Anyway, we just started our first block of our first 5 of our top 20 hair metal classics tonight. Coming in at number 20 was Local Town Boys, Heaven's Edge. Came in there with Skin to Skin.
You're right.
Number 19, where G-Man was singing the whole song, man. He sounded really good, too.
Thank you.
Number 19 was In My Dreams by Dokken. Number 18 was Wild Side by Motley Crue. Number 17, Turn Up the Radio, out to the male Bob out there who loves that tune. Hey, Bob. And that's from Autograph. And number 16, everyone's favorite. Hold on, I'm going to get sick now.
Easy.
Everybody's favorite, number 16, Cherry Pie by Warrant.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a hell of
So,
a drop, man.
yeah.
What is he, like, standing on a bridge? What the
I
hell?
go. That's what it sounds like, don't it? So there's our first 5. We're going to have from number 15 down to 10 in our next block. And our coming up soon.
That'll be just like at halfway then.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at math.
You're good. You're pretty good there, dude. Anyway, we're getting gearing up. We're getting picked up by the van in a little while to head over to Shalom.
I guess that's during the next music break.
Yeah, we got to head over there for Ethel's birthday bash that they're all waiting for us over there with. So I actually got. Well, they're not letting me know who's going to be performing over there, but somebody you'll like. Jen will like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, just to let everybody know, in Radioland, he was pointing at me.
I was pointing at. That's right there.
I can see him.
Did you see me pointing?
Yeah, but you're not in Radioland. You're in studio.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a difference, yes.
Well, in the future when we have video in here, it'll be.
Oh, yay.
It will be. I won't be here.
That's what everybody's doing now. Everybody's on video now.
Well, they can do it then.
They-
I'm not
they-
gonna jump
they
off
like the
bridge if
visual.
They
Have
jump
To
off
shave and
they-
wear
they-
pants and stuff.
No.
Jennifer
no.
P, they like the visual.
No, they'd be very happy without the visual with me.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. You know?
I don't want to be on camera. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It steals my soul.
Yeah, probably the only radio personalities that I can't get up on a stage and talk in front of people.
I went up and sang for your birthday.
You're good. You're all right.
And then everybody made fun
it's
of me.
these two.
There's a big difference.
Do you know what radio personalities' jobs are? Yes. They're supposed to go out there in the public and you're supposed to plug the radio station. You're supposed to go up there and, hey, I'm Jennifer B from WMYX. Hey, I'm G-Man from WMYX Radio.
Wait, you're
That's
G-Man?
what you do.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
I still feel like a dick that time you introduced everybody at Screwballs and I was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, where is he?
He's
I
hiding.
came up behind
you.
you.
and I was
He's
like,
hiding.
Who are you looking for?
Yeah.
And then I felt bad. I'm like, why am I on stage?
Yeah.
Because you're Jim Perry.
Because there's going to be like, say we got famous and we got big, right?
Sure.
And like there's going to be them appearances where I can't make. The Shakeman.
You will be making all of them.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I say. You look at the Howard Stern show. You look at all like the guys that got famous. You think Howard Stern's at any of his appearances?
Yeah, we got to get people.
He's got his crew out there.
What you need to do-
his
Look,
producers out there.
Wait a minute.
his-
If there's an appearance that says the Shakeman Show, they want to see Shakeman. They don't want to see G-Man
No, that
or
doesn't. That's
Jennifer.
not necessarily true.
You got to get it
You
to where
are
people
part
are.
of the show.
Right, Shakeman Show is a
But
team.
if I go to a Howard Stern publicity thing, I want to see Howard Stern.
What's not going to happen?
I don't want to see freaking Stuttering John or
We've got
any of
our
the
own.
other freaks on the show.
But what if we call CNN and go, Jerry?
Yeah.
G-Man.
G-Man. But yeah, that's
We have
what
our own
that's
stuff,
what the
John.
people on the radio show do. Like certain appearances, like G-Man from the Shakeman Show will be appearing here tonight. Like like there might be an event up your way that I can't make, and you're like, I'm the G-Man from the Shakeman Show.
I will be singing for Old School tonight.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, say for example, like like we were big and like I had to do something else, like a show or something,
Oh, I'd have
and
to
be
do-
like,
I'd have
one
to
of you
sing
two are
it
going to have
for
to go out and handle the job.
Do you
But
know
they
how
all
hard
seem-
it was to get them on stage?
No shit.
She was almost crying,
I know.
But
and
that
he
was
didn't
too
say
tequila.
anything. He was like, head down, like,
Yeah.
And and the funny thing is though, he has a problem going in front of people, social, like in front of all these people on a stage. But when he's at Old School shows, that's all he's doing is out there talking to everybody, socializing.
He's like the
so
biggest-
all you're doing is the same thing on stage. You're just
No.
standing in front of them.
No, because you're having individual contact as opposed to trying to talk to like I don't know how many.
you're walking around the
Dude,
room,
you
the
learn
biggest
that-
guy in the room going, love me.
They teach, dude. They teach you in 6th grade how to stand in front of people and talk.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and I shit my
that's when
pants
I-
then, too.
Thank you. That's what happened to me. Was
I mean,
during-
6th grade. I remember you
Excuse
got to
me.
stand. You have to look right.
You know
look
what?
to the center, and you got to look to the
what
left.
ruined it for me was confirmation with Cardinal Kroll. Okay, we're talking the head of the archdiocese, the guy underneath the Pope.
I served mass with him.
Yeah, well, you served mass with him.
That was the master of ceremonies for my crew.
I dissed him on Channel 6.
Yeah,
So, well, during the confirmation at 10 years old,
right.
he picks one kid out of the entire congregation.
You.
Yeah, me. So I have.
Stand up, boy.
Name all of Noah's descendants.
It's not just our congregation from our church; it's all the local churches around. Conversion is one place, so I don't know how many people just staring at me.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm here like maybe if I'm lucky 4 feet tall. That it's scary as shit, dude.
Yeah, I know. Wait, you got to get through the fright.
Well, they always scare you. They're like, he's going to ask you questions.
Got to get through the fright.
Well,
Do
that-
you know what he's going to do if you don't know the answer?
Well,
Yeah.
that's
No,
just it.
what? I don't know, but it's going to be bad.
That was the funny part. All the teachers and nuns were like, "Oh God, who'd he pick? Who'd he pick? Oh, it's him. Oh, thank God, he'll know the answers." I'm like, oh yeah, no pressure, thanks.
But G-Man, you could go up in between sets of an Old School show. You could go up there with that microphone and entertain that whole break if you really wanted to, because you got the
No.
talent to do
No,
it.
I
You
can't.
got this. You got the voices. You got the personality. You got what it takes to
If
go
I'm
up on
talking-
that stage
if I'm
and do
talking-
that.
There's a big difference between talking one-on-one as opposed to just talking to everybody.
Right.
Because if you're talking
I understand that part of it.
one-on-one, they talk back to you.
But if you're
You can't-
funny and you're not going to bomb, you're going to be up there and you're going to do a great job because you're a funny guy. So you could pull it off.
I'm gonna just
All
go
you
up
got to
there
do
and
is
say,
be
"Hey,
the
look at me."
G-Man. Do what you do when you're on the show. Just be the G-Man up there.
Yes, but when I'm on the show, I'm conversing.
I
with you guys.
understand that, but just pretend that you're on the show. That's how you got to zone out the
Just
people out
walk up
there.
and go, hey, did you guys know the left one's bigger?
You got to zone.
Look.
You got to zone them people out.
Yeah. Just
You,
focus on
you
one
can't
person.
in a room that big. You
No.
know that.
No, you can't.
Guys,
It's too small, man. When I was up there and I looked out there, I saw every single pair of eyes.
Oh yeah.
so what? That's what you want. You want them to. You want them. So if you're
No,
up
I'm
there,
not
if you're up there promoting the radio show, do you want them not to pay
But
attention to
you
you?
can't tell him that
Who the
it's-
hell's these assholes?
You can't
I
say,
don't wanna listen
no,
to that
it's all
show."
going to be fine. Just go up there and it won't be a problem. And then he goes up and he sees 80 people looking at him. He'll shit himself on stage.
I've done that.
It's not like when you're on a real stage where the lights blind you. That's easy.
Right.
I mean, I've done that. You
Well,
can't see anybody.
Yeah. Well, it's.
You can go out there and whip your wang out.
You got to
nobody knows.
zone out. You got to zone out. That is
that's
the
it.
number one key. If you're nervous to go up there in front of people, you got to zone them out.
I just looked out the window.
How do you think I feel? People are like on every word that I sing.
Oh, yeah,
All
but
you got to do is hit that one sour note.
Yes,
they're going to hear it because
but-
they're paying attention to me.
You've got things that have that come out of your mouth.
Yeah, talent.
Yeah, you've got.
So do you.
No,
you have talent. I'm not maybe not singing, but you're
your
doing
words- your words
and
are-
talking and entertaining people.
Your words are already set. I've got to think of shit.
I even gave you guys paper with stuff written on it, and you still couldn't do it.
I had mine upside down. Damn.
You
it.
remember the bulldog? I had things written down for you guys to say.
I would.
I said, here,
I
just
would
say
kill
this.
to see
and
that.
Oh,
I so wanted to see that.
It was bad. It was
I'm backstage trying to get ready for the show. I can't be up there with you. You still had to go up there and just handle 5 minutes of plugging the show, and it was a Shakeman show event.
We're up there like.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was bad. It was just bad.
That's because they made it that way.
I was getting ready to go.
If they would have zoned
didn't you?
out,
Not
if they
my
would have,
job.
if they would have zoned that crowd out, you would have been fine. And that's the bulldog. It was hard. It's not like you're in front of
tiny.
people at the Spectrum.
No, we did that. We had to go to Chicago, and I didn't know we were going to be presenting. Like we were going to be teaching classes of like hundreds of people.
Right.
Like my boss is like, "What do you want to learn?" And I told him, he's like, "That's what you're presenting." I'm like, "Oh." so like the first people that went up were like 3 people at once. I had to do mine alone.
Oh.
But there were 3 people together, and I'm not shitting you. They were like,
Yeah, they're
and
getting
they were
yeah.
shaking and stuttering. It was really awkward. I'm like, "Oh, I'm doomed." So like I go into this room. It's a conference table you could land a jumbo jet on. And people started funneling in. And, of course, all the people I worked with, my whole group that wasn't supposed to be there, they showed up.
Oh.
So now it's like 150 people. And I'm way at the end of this table. I'm like, hi. Okay.
So you're saying it's more uncomfortable if the people know you?
I got
Or is it more uncomfortable with people out there that don't know you, that you're afraid to stand in
You just
front
have
of?
to go for it. I figured it out in college. Like, I was the kid that would get up and I'd be like, the revolution, and my voice would break and my knees would knock, and as that's happening, it's getting worse because I know I'm looking like a moron. But when I was in college, we had to do something for psych class. We had to go up and do a 10-minute presentation. I'm shitting myself because I got to go up with 2 guys I don't know, and every time I go with people like partners, they just look at me like, "Oh, you look like an idiot." So we go up and we had to like just. The topic was like different ways to communicate between 3 people.
Yeah.
And we just wung it. They were like, "What do we do? I'm like, just wing it. You know what we're doing."
I mean,
So the guy asked me, he's like, "How you doing? How's it going?" I'm like, "Oh man, it sucks."
yeah.
And everybody laughed, and my teachers like just glared at me.
Well, like prime example, like when I used to be in my original band, I was playing drums then in the band. We were doing the, I think it was the Wednesday night, original night at Whiskey Tango. Well, it was John's Boardwalk Bar and Grill at that time when it was really happening at that joint. And YSP was the sponsor. So, you know, and YSP, they would have, the main DJs of YSP weren't actually there. They actually had people that were on the show representing, because you have to go and represent the station. So I had all kinds of different, like, I had, I think the one time Spike, who's now the freaking top producer over there in WIP, but he started out as just like like an intern kind of guy, and he's the one that introduced us that night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He said, "How you doing? I'm Spike from YSP," and I think at that time he was on and off the Danny Bonaducci show. So Danny wasn't there, but Spike was representing the Danny Bonaducci show and the station. Oh, he went up there and said, "Hey, you doing? I'm Spike from WYSP. Are you ready for tonight?" Da-da-da-da. Got the people going and introduced the band and walked off the stage.
Yeah,
he did his
Marissa
job. He
Magnado does
just
that
introduced. He plugged the station and he plugged the night and just said, "Here's the band," and walked off the stage. That's all you had to do. You know what I mean? It's just boom, go up, do it, get off. That's it. You did your job. It's easy. You just go up and just plug the station and roll. You don't have to stand up there like, you don't stay up there long enough to be in an uncomfortable position. You just go up and you, "How you doing? I'm the G-Man from the Shakeman show," and not on Aquanet Radio, on WMYX Radio, and you having a good time. All right, here they go, old school or whatever
I
you're
didn't
there
even do
for.
that. I walked up and I said, "Hi, I'm Jim Perry of the Shakeman Show."
Well, you did actually pretty good at 29.
Yeah. No, that was Screwballs.
Was it Screwballs?
Yeah.
Well,
29 was a nightmare.
well, but you still.
We are never giving stuff away to people in khaki again. That was a horror show.
That was crazy.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah. But you guys still got up there, though. That's the point.
Yeah, we were fine then. That was no big deal. It was just when we tried to give it away and
Well, you know what happened?
Nobody wanted an adult diaper.
no old school people were there yet.
Yeah, that's what it was. You know what it was?
We needed to do a different venue.
It was at the part too where it got weird. Like
Yeah.
the dance floor was packed and people were dancing, and we did one song. It cleared the dance floor, and they never came back.
And we walk up.
For
Who
that
wants a diaper?
It's clean, don't worry.
We didn't even say what it was. We're like, it's a collectible, and they're like,
man.
who are those two freaks?
Jesus, this is weak.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
it was horrifying.
yeah. But it's that's all part about being on radio. You have the team has to work together. If one guy can't be there, then the other guy goes and does it. Like I said, there's an event going on in King of Prussia. I got an old school show, and G-Man's not going to that show.
Open a new Acme.
He might go to the event to plug the station. Just go up and say, "I'm the G-Man from the Shakeman show," and you don't have
be
to
walking around talking to people.
Yeah, you could do that too. But it's like when I went up to when I was plugging one of the shows down at the Bar 13 or whatever it is in Delaware. They were having a metal night, whatever, and a couple of my friends were playing, so I went down there. I think it was Jen was there, the Spread Eagle show.
Yes.
Remember?
Oh, of course. Jen's
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
spread.
And what did I do? Right, I went up there and I introduced the bands, and I said, "How you doing? I'm the Shakeman. I'm the Shakeman from the Shakeman show." And I just plugged this radio show. We're on this night from this time, and I plugged the show, and then I said, "Are you ready for the next band?" And and then I introduced the band, and that was it. So I got the what I needed to do to get the info about the radio show out there, and then I introduced the band.
I think we should just go hang out outside of Giant
Yeah.
and just interview people like we're really legitimate people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like some legitimate
We'll
outlet.
go to Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. Oh, that'd be better.
Well, I'm telling you, like plugging the show does work. I mean, Jen and I used to take the cards to M3 with us, and you'd be surprised how many fans we got from that.
Yeah, I gave all the remember the bands we had,
Mm-hmm.
the wristbands. I lost all mine. People asked for them.
Yeah, I'm getting new. I got to get some new ones made.
I gave
again.
those away. I put all the cards away.
That's what's left in my stack.
Do you want the I have more.
Yeah, we got to get some more of them bracelets. I'm going to get some more of them made up.
Do you
But
want for the
there's certain
shake?
things we got to put on there, and certain things we shouldn't,
Yeah.
because things change so much. With the, it's like we just get
Yeah,
done
you mean
plugging.
1,000 cards I just bought with.
Well, thank God that issue. I mean, we can't mention it on the air, but that issue wasn't an issue this week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I was able to, get through this week without any issues. So we'll see how that goes. But that's something that people don't know what we're talking about. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Well, it's
It's a thing.
something to do with the show.
Stop being
It's-
secretive.
It's a thing. So yeah. So All right, guys, I got to take another commercial break because that's what we have to do now.
We just ruined that whole segment just arguing.
Yeah. I'm not arguing. We're just making
Yes,
points.
we were.
Yes, you're right. Get out there and publicize. Whatever that word is.
Yes.
Yeah, that word.
Publicize.
Oh,
What is
okay.
it?
Publicize.
Publicize. That's it. What did I say? Publicize.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah,
Publicize.
fast. This was on the wrong syllable.
Publicize. Yeah, am I right?
I always thought you were saying pubicize.
No pubes.
And I disagree.
Hey, Johnny, how about a beer, huh?
Yeah, come on, Johnny, hook us up.
You can't
What am
spell
I,
public
nuts?
without pubic.
Yes.
Uh,
All right, so we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to set up our...
you shoot me in the ass with that thing. Bad things are going to happen.
We're going to set up our next 5 tunes of our top 20 hair metal classics, and we'll be heading over to Shalom. So the next time you hear us, we will be over there at Shalom
You guys are doing it wrong.
for all them activities.
I married the wrong woman.
Shit.
Anyway, we're going to take a break. When we come back, I'll set up the next 5 in our top 20 hair metal classics, and then we have to head out to Shalom. So next time you hear from us, that's where we'll be. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. Hope you're enjoying our Saturday night special, our end of the summer classic. Saturday night special. Here, well, it's a lot to say. Here,
There's a lot of sibilant sounds.
it's a lot. Yeah, here
On the Shakeman show.
on the Shakeman show, and let's get the right radio station this time. WNYX Radio.
.com.